It's Week 10 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman Finals, program records galore. He looks every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Well, the numbers for Pierce last week, 19 carries, 91 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Here's Jones on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out, a man who has led his team to the conference championship game the last 2 seasons, winning it 2 years ago. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here we go. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Here now, a third down and 8. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves out.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase laying himself out in the end zone. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Houston set to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now Burrow. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This is a half with not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got us. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And pressure gets to him again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Christian McCaffrey has a touchdown there. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. On the return is Charlie Jones. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete here.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And they'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Burrow will throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, 28 yards. And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Texans 21.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here at home.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
King going to look to bring it out. Pushing his way through. Still fighting. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pierce gets this one running right. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Unlock line! Hey! Hey!
Another carry for Pierce. He'll get this to about the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Texans first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Texans.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it, right?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, in whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here we go.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And now out comes Houston. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Texans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, here's Stroud.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. As Stroud now to throw. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Fourth down, fourth quarter, here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On second down, it's Stroud. Caught left side, here's Dell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw, here's Stroud. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First and 10, it's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The second down throw now from Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Stroud now on first and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got it, so they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
They did indeed. They go down to 9. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't for it before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
Here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On one, ready?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete dominance.
Hey!